Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a question we have October 2019, 33. We're in question number 10. Okay, and what a question is, we have given a function. You can see here in the middle, and 0 to pi is our domain. Okay, and he mentioned that find x coordinate of the point of maxima. So first of all, we will differentiate, and the two functions are multiplying u v. The criteria is what? U copy v dash and v copy u dash. One by one differentiate. So first of all, I copy the u copy function and differentiation of v. Then v I copied into differentiation of u. And wait a minute. Okay. And what is the sine cube differentiation? 3 comes down and power 1 less. And the base is sine and derivative is cos. Similarly, what about exponential derivative? First, you keep as it is into power differentiation, which is a negative sign. So negative sign. And now I'm taking derivative 0. And you can see exponential e to power cos x is common throughout. What is the total common? If you find out e to power cos x common, here sine cube, here sine square. Sorry, not sine cube. This sine and sine cube is sine 4, and out of sine 4, sine square common. So I can say sine square common from here. And what left further? This is sine square gone. This exponential gone. So 3 and cos left from here. 3 cos left from here. And this is minus into plus minus. Here sine out of sine 4, sine square gone. So sine square left. Let me recheck once again. I think so. It is exactly okay. Now, whenever the product of 3 part, either this 0, either this 0, or either this 0. So sine square x is equal to 0, e to power cos x is equal to 0. Third option, 3 cos x minus sine square x is equal to 0. But here, if I take a root of the both sides, sine x is equal to 0. Here, if I sine 0 is along x-axis, so 0 x becomes 0 and pi, and both are out of range. Here, if I bring power down to take a log of both sides, log of 0 math error, so it is impossible to solve. So this question left only behind 3 cos x, and what is sine square value? 1 minus cos square x. So I got cos square x positive plus 3 cos x positive minus 1 equal to 0. Factorization is not possible. I will apply quadratic formula. Minus b plus and minus b squared minus 4a. C is minus 1 by 2a. And let me check the answer. What I get the answer. And wait a minute. If I type in calculator, so negative 3 plus root 9 plus 4 and divide by 2. Divide by 2. So answer turns to be, we get cos x is equals to 0.3028. And second answer, if I check with the negative sign, it gives us this negative 3.3028. But you know it very well. This is because cos highest value is plus 1 and lowest value, not cos, even sine. So it means this is out of range, because if I take inverse of cos, it will give you math error. So this is out of range, no possibility. So here I take it, cos inverse of 0.3028. So let's see what answer turns to be 3028. And it gives us 1.26. What answer, what question is asking for? 2 dp. So 2 decimal places and 1.26 radians or yeah, you can say that this is my final answer. So let's go for the next part, part number 2. And part number 2 says what we have to go for integration. Let's start integration part. He's saying use this substitution. Okay, use this substitution and find out the exact area. Exact. This is a little hard for us. So what is the basic rule of the area formula? So area formula, we have basically x1, x2, y dx. And for your knowledge, it's very clear. X1 is 0, x2 is pi, and y value is this. So I'm going to plug in all these values. So first I'm writing here 0 to pi, then e to power cos x, and sine cube x. Okay, let me recheck. Yeah. Now I can start, but before he said, use this u is equal to cos x substitution. U is equal to cos x. U is equals to cos x. Okay, have a look here. This criteria I will use for differentiation, du over dx, cos derivatives minus sine. Okay, now I can say here, du goes there, dx goes on the right hand side, minus sine x dx. So I think I can do one thing here, and this sine du divided by sine x come on left side, and minus also. What is the plus point in this way? Look at here, this cos x is u. So I can write e to power u. Sine cube, I break in two parts, square x and sine x. And dx value is this going to replace here. So du divided by minus sine x. Okay, now this sine x will cancel out. And you know very well cos sine square is 1 minus cos square. So I'm writing here 1 minus cos square du. And this minus sign, I'm writing it outside. Okay, now I can say that e to power u and 1 minus, because cos is u, so I can replace a u square. This is u square and du. So let me recheck. Yeah, correct. Now, what is the next plan? I don't convert limits. So say that when x is equals to 0, when I plug in 0 here, cos 0 is 1. And when x is pi by 2, pi. Let me recheck. Yes, pi. Upper limit is pi. When I plug in pi there, cos pi is giving you -1. So it means I'm getting below 1, upper minus 1. 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1. But you know that when I change the limits, I repeat a here, b here, and I change b below, a up. Outside minus will come. In this sense, if I change the limits, so area formula will turn -1 to 1, and e to power u, or I can write it before even, 1 minus u square e to power u du. You can say, and this minus will eliminate because there's reason behind it. And now I'm going to integrate by parts formula. This is called u, this is called v. Okay, let's see how we can do it. U function copy, integration of v. This is the v. Okay, as big sign of integral, a bracket starts, a brackets finish, and again integration of v function into differentiation of u function. But make sure, because u functions, so we write du everywhere. Make sure. Okay, now I'm going to complete 1 minus u square, and then what is integration? First you keep as it is by a power derivative, and power derivative is 1. 1 you write or don't write, no problem at all. So further, again e to power u into derivative 1 is 0 and 2u and du. And now I'm going to do further 1 minus u square, into d e to power u minus, and this minus will come out, will give you positive, and 2 also out, e to power u into u du. Again, we have this is a u function, this is a v function. Okay, 1 minus u square time to e to power u, and here again by parts. So you copy integration of e to power u du minus integral sign, bracket starts, bracket ends, and there's a big bracket end for this one. And now integral of e to power u du into d over du of u. This u come from here. So a lot of temperament required in this kind of working. Small mistake, attention, mistake can bring a problem here. E to power u and power derivative 1, you write under 1 or don't write, no problem. E to power u, and what is u derivative 1? So I got a 1, so du. This is du or don't dx, sorry. Now I'm going to few steps behind to u eu and minus. What is integration? This one, you know, it is e to u same. And now I'm putting limits, and limits is a -1 to 1. And let me recheck. Yeah, I'm going to put limits when I plug in 1. So when I plug in 1, 1 squared 1, so I got a 0. So not waste of time. When I 1 here, I got 2u2 and 2e only. When I plug in here, I get again -2e. Upper limit done, minus. Lower limit. When I plug in -1 here, again it becomes 0, gone. When I plug in 1u here, negative, I got -2e to power -1. And here also in e to power -1. So let's see how we can complete. And wait a minute, please. Let me recheck. Yeah, correct. This is cancel out, and you got negative into negative positive, both value positive. 2 by e minus, or sorry, plus 2 by e. And e LCM, so 2 plus 2, we got a 4. So 4 by e unit square is our as area. But let me recheck. When I kept -1, yeah, this is all okay. And -1, yes, I think so. The point is very clear, and I believe you understood the whole idea.